So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, something is obviously different. So today I have a guest on my YouTube channel and her name is
Osarimen.
Obviously you guys know me, but if this is your first time on my channel, you are absolutely welcome. Well, my name is Amaka and I am a Nigerian YouTuber based in Canada. Right now I'm in Ontario, no longer in Vancouver. So I make videos documenting my life experiences here for you guys to watch. Apparently you guys are enjoying it, but that's me in a nutshell, nothing major. So this beauty that we have here, I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi guys, my name is Osarimen. And I'm a Nigerian based in Canada as well, London, Ontario, and I film about my life as a first-time mom and just my life as an immigrant in Canada in general.
So do you want to tell them how we met?
Oh yes. So I came across Onika's channel and I was so intrigued because she was so calm, like, and then she was still capturing my attention. Like I was able to listen to her video all through, but she was still calm, and I was just like, wow, this is nice. And I liked her sense of humor as well. So I used to comment on her videos all the time, and then she would reply, she would respond, and then yeah, we took it to Instagram, and here we are today. Here we are today. I mean, we just blended. Yeah,
so when I came back to London, she actually lives in London, so when I came back I reached out and then we met and fireworks happened.
Yes. So
apparently so we're filming a video today for you guys, and today's video is basically about like the things nobody tells you about in Canada. I mean, there are so many things online about Canada, but there are some things that we experience that people didn't really talk about. If you want to know more about the things they don't tell you when you come to Canada, keep watching. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and follow me on Instagram, follow her on Instagram as well.
Yeah,
we're going to leave our handles on the screen for you guys, so let the video begin. Before I start this video, I just want to give like a brief disclaimer. As always, I'm not an agent, I'm not licensed to, you know, dish out official information or anything. This is just me giving out my own opinion based off of my experiences. And also, I'm not trying to discourage anybody from coming to Canada. In fact, I will encourage you come and experience it yourself, and then tell your own story. Yeah. I'm not one of those people that will tell you, don't come, don't come, but yet I'm still in the abroad. No, I beg, come. So before I just, you know, get into the nitty-gritty, I came to Canada as an international student, and then I got my PR, whereas she came as
a permanent resident
directly with her husband, and now she has a baby.
Yeah. Just my
so if you hear any baby sounds in the background, just know it's her beautiful baby. Her baby might make a cameo appearance with us soon. So just see this video as a tale from two perspectives. So
yes,
from the international student eye and from the direct permanent resident's perspective. So one of the first things, I mean, you would anticipate it, but we didn't really think about it, is costs.
Exactly.
Like, and when I say cost, like, I'm going to be referring to like housing.
Yes, because that's the major thing that takes your money, your monthly expenses. Housing is, it's crazy. And I know that there are different ways that you can cut costs, but even at that, it can still be very expensive. So we have like different houses. We have the apartments, we have a proper townhouse, we have a basement, which seems to be like the cheapest,
but
or the most affordable.
Do you really want to be staying in a basement all your life
on top of your head
and be stepping on your head like Goliath? That's what I'm experiencing now.
It's not easy. Like, I live in an apartment, and it is very expensive. It's expensive in the sense that we pay for hydro, utilities. I
think that's also something that actually, like, you know, shocked me. A shock was the utilities. I mean, in Nigeria we paid NEPA bills, and I think that was it.
How many times do you pay NEPA bills?
But here you have to pay for like your electricity, and they call it hydro, not electricity.
Very strange.
Yeah, you pay for electricity, water, heat, internet, so many things, and if you don't pay for these things, they will cut it.
It's not the one that you say, go come back tomorrow, we'll give you the money. Never. Like, what you use, you pay for.
And then depending on where you stay, for example, if you're in Toronto or Vancouver, like the major cities, your rent is like, for like a 1-bedroom, for example, is nothing less than, like, I would say from like 1,100 and above for something really small. But in cities like London, I mean, 1,100 can get you like an apartment with a nice space.
Yeah, and maybe just sometimes in some cases, if you're very lucky, you can find like a 2-bedroom
within that 1,100, 1,200. I have a video on my channel where I talked about housing and rent in Canada, which I'm going to link up here for you guys to watch. Now guys, another thing that took us by surprise when we came to Canada was location, like access to transportation and basic amenities, like maybe your school, grocery stores and grocery store, church, and all of that. I mean, if you do not have a car, you're going to be using the public transport system, obviously. I mean, yeah, that's how I started. Yes, but the thing is, I feel like whenever I was choosing, okay, how do I explain it? Your house, your location. When I was choosing my location initially, when I first came, I didn't really think about, oh, it has to be close to school. But I mean, it was still close to school, but I didn't really think about it. So please, if you're watching this and you're about to choose somewhere to live, think about your proximity to your school, your house, like, you know, your frequent travels. You understand what I'm saying? I can't say the English right now. So basically, like, you should be close to school, church, your grocery stores, and everything. And then bus stop. Please, your house should be close to bus stop. To the bus stop. Because you can walk 13 minutes. Imagine walking 13 minutes in the cold or in the snow with your heavy shoes, walking 13 minutes to the bus stop. I also think standing in the cold is not funny. And then what if your bus is coming in like 20 minutes? 20 minutes. And in London, that the buses it's like they're snails. They are not too frequent and they can be very slow. And if you're choosing a house and you don't have a car, make sure there's a bus stop close to your house. Yes. It is very important. And speaking of on the bus stop, the bus stops actually have numbers. If you're not careful, you would not see the number, and then the bus will tell you bus 10 bus stop is here, and then you just go and stand there and wait all your life. I think I fell for that a lot. Like, I used to take the one going instead of the one coming. Exactly, because they say the south, you know, they use the south and north cardinal kind of points thing. But I mean, coming from Nigeria, I didn't really understand it, and I didn't know that the bus stops actually had numbers, so I fell victim to a lot. It's a normal thing. you enter the wrong bus. Yeah, maybe one or two times. I think it happened to me like recently. I entered the wrong bus. I entered the one that was going instead of the one that was coming. So you just have to look out for that. It's always on your Google map. If you're using your Google map to look for the bus stop, the number is always there. So when you go to the bus stop, be sure that the number that's on your Google map is the same thing that's on the bus stop sign. If not, you're on the wrong side. On the wrong stop, yeah. We're still on costs. Food items. Yes. You know, since we're away from home, you still want to eat your normal Nigerian meals, but I'm sure you know that obviously food items will be more expensive here. And when I say expensive, it's expensive, very expensive. Goat meat. Let's not even go far. Like knorr cubes, like seasoning cubes. Yes, seasoning cubes. Just know that it used to pain me when I'm buying seasoning cubes or curry and thyme and all those things, and I'm paying like some ridiculous amount. See, because it's actually different. When you mentioned curry and thyme now, the curry I don't buy the Canadian curry. Yeah, so like if you want exactly if you want the Nigerian one gone, you have to buy from the African store, and it's not cheap. Yeah, I mean, we buy these things really cheap in Nigeria, but the price here, you're like, okay, ridiculous. So try to come with these small items for your meals as much as you can. Yam and some kind of things. They are not fresh. Most times they're not fresh. And then, for example, the yam. What I used to do my yam? Gold, though. I used to buy like maybe 3 or 4 tubers, and then I'll cut it, and then I put it in a Ziploc and then freeze it. I never thought I'd be doing that. And then sometimes the yam will be turning black. Exactly, because I was going to ask you, like, what does it look like? It turns black, but it still tastes the same, and I eat the yam looking black. Oh my goodness. As in, I was like, God. Just also try to make sure African store is not far from your house. Because when I was in Vancouver, oh my God, like the African store was in a different town, so I used to travel to go to. I lived in Vancouver. The African store I used to go to was in Surrey. It was like an hour and 30 minutes. I take like 2 buses and a train just to get to the store. Then imagine commuting backwards.
And you're going to that store to spend all your money.
Oh, I spend nothing less than like $200 per trip.
Wow.
Yeah. So guys, if you have a driver's license in Nigeria, please come with it. Do you want to tell them why?
Because the process of getting your driver's license is long story, long thing. Like you have to do like 3 different tests before you can actually get a driver's license. I mean, the first one, you can just write the exam and then get the license, but that license will not get you anywhere. Number 1, you have to drive with someone who has 5 years experience with you all the time. And what if you don't have someone like that?
Like
and then
me.
you can, even me too. I have to drive with my husband beside me every time. And even at that, you cannot leave the city, you cannot leave the local area. You have to just drive within the local area.
And there's some like time restrictions or something.
Yes.
I mean, bringing your license from Nigeria doesn't mean you won't take the test. You will still take you take the knowledge test, but there's this mandatory 1-year wait depending on your province. In Vancouver, you have to wait for 1 year.
1 year.
In Ontario, you wait for 8 months before you take the road test. So if you come with your license and you just take the knowledge test and then book your nearest road test and take it. But if you don't have a license, like me, you come here, take the knowledge test, and then wait one year or 8 months, depending on your province, then take the road test. And that road test,
I'm not looking forward to my own.
Me too. Like I hear so many horror stories that I'm nervous, honestly.
Yeah.
Driving in Nigeria and driving here, they are 2 different things.
Very different, oh. These people, they take safety. No, but they take safety, like they take safety very seriously. So you cannot come and be doing Lagos driver. Nobody's chancing anybody here. You just have to take it small until you get to your destination.
I know, right?
So another thing that kind of took us by surprise, even though it didn't take us by surprise.
I don't think I was surprised, but we get this question a lot. People always ask me in my DMs or comment section, like, what is racism like in Canada?
It's just something to look out for, have at the back of your mind.
Yeah, obviously you're not in your country, you're in you know, foreign country. Personally, I'm going to speak for myself. I haven't like experienced racism, but I don't know, maybe it has happened behind me and I didn't know it was happening. But in my before, I don't think I have noticed someone like actually discriminating me. But I've heard people's stories. I know people that it has happened to, but personally I haven't experienced it. And it's here, but I don't think they have mind like some countries. Like they won't really do it to your face. Some people do, but some people have it differently. So again, this is my perspective. Yeah,
for me, I think people are just ignorant. I personally have not experienced any form of racism as well. But
do you know anyone?
Well, no, I don't know anyone that has shared their experience with me. But then again, I feel like people are ignorant here in Canada. There's some people that have not left Canada before. Like they don't know anything. They don't know that any other person exists or any other place exists.
I think the one I get a lot is, wow, you speak good English.
Oh yes. So
those mini microaggressions.
Yeah.
So those are the things you experience. But yeah. Another thing, oh my god, this one I can't overemphasize. The loneliness.
If you have a bae or you have a boo, come with them.
My loneliness is killing me. Oh my god, guys, like I keep saying this, and I'm sure I've said this in previous videos, but I think when I came here, this was the first time, like when I came 2 years ago, it was the first time I was actually like in touch with my mental health.
No, that's very true. That's right, because it can test your mental health. It was
so like I was so lonely. I was sad. I think I was experiencing culture shock. You know, being away from home, being in a strange place that the people are not like you. And then I came alone, so it was hard. How did you handle yours?
Well, I came with my husband, so it was kind of a little bit of a buffer. Like it was kind of okay in the beginning. But as time went on, it's not just my husband that we see now. Like you still need to see other people. You need to meet other people.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry. I cried. No, when I was pregnant, it took a different turn. Yes, when I was pregnant, it took a different turn. My husband would go to work. I didn't have anyone else to communicate with, to talk to, and it was just it was very tough. Very tough.
Yeah, so, I cried though. When I was a student, you know, the education, stress, everything.
Yes, the cold.
I used to cry. Like, I was crying like a baby. I'm like, is this me? But I was just crying.
Yes, so it can be really, really lonely. It's not like you're going to force yourself on people, but as much as possible, just find people you can always talk to. Be open as well to meeting new people, so that you can build a community from there.
I'm an introvert. I didn't meet anybody.
Well, you met me.
Yes. I don't know, something just attracted me to you. You know, something. So as we're speaking about like trying to meet people, I feel like a good place to meet people is in church. Yeah.
In church, and there's some events. Maybe if you're a reader, if you're someone who likes to read, even though you may not meet your kind of people there, but if you just want to meet people, just go on Eventbrite and look for events that are free to attend. But now again, it may be different because of the situation. COVID, yeah. They're not a lot of events out there.
I don't think they're happening. Everything is virtual.
Yeah, everything is virtual. So this might be a really, really tough time. But church is a very good place. Yeah.
I don't know anybody in church. Did I even go to church? Also, one thing I would advise you if you're coming, so you don't be displaced, please be specific about where you want to live. Like, for example, if you know people in Vancouver, Toronto, Manitoba, wherever, try to look for schools in those areas. Or that's if you're coming as a student, or if you're coming as a PR. Just be specific. Choose where you want to live. Be intentional. Yes. Try not to do as the wind follows.
As the wind follows. To be honest, I did as the wind follows.
Do you want to tell them why you chose London?
I did as the wind follows, because the plan was to settle in Toronto, but then we discovered that it was very expensive.
Yeah.
And we're looking for the closest places, and well, London.
Why did you choose London?
Being London, like we were coming from London in the UK, so we might as well just go. We thought it was the same. We might as well just go to London, you know, in Canada. So yeah, we came to. It was hit and miss. We just tried it.
Well, London, Ontario, it's not the same as London, England.
No,
it's not. It's a very small town here. If you're someone that cares about living around like black people, like having a huge black community, you should definitely look into Ontario. Yes. Like Mississauga, Scarborough, North York, Toronto. But nobody lives in Toronto. It's very expensive. You know, the neighboring cities, there's a huge black community there.
Yes. As opposed to Vancouver. Where
like I've lived in both provinces. The black community in Vancouver cannot be compared to even London. It's very small there. So if you really care about the black community, just be specific in where you want to live.
If, for example, now your place of work, if you're in a place that's lacking black people, you might be the only one in your place of work.
Most times
you're the only one. It's just very strange.
You're the only black person.
It's a very strange feeling. To be honest, I feel like my workplace is very diverse, so I've not really experienced being the only white person in the room. Yes, we have a lot of black people, different colors, basically different races.
When I was in Vancouver, only black person. I'm telling you.
What was it like though? Like
it was very weird because everybody knows you, and I don't like to be noticed. So everybody they know you. So
oh my goodness, no, I didn't experience it, but I feel like London on its own doesn't have it does.
Coming from Vancouver, London has
black people. But for me, the first time I went to North York,
there are lots of people.
Yes, I was so surprised because I saw almost everyone there. I just thought it was a mixture, a combination of different kind of people. But...
And then I always go and visit one of my friends in North York. That's close to Toronto. Her apartment building. Whenever I try to like buzz, like look at the contact list. You see Yoruba names, names like Nigerian names everywhere. So there are a lot of Nigerians there.
Very plenty.
And then the store in the building is an African store. So I'm like, wow.
Yeah. So if you're focused on just black community,
just go to Toronto area.
GTA.
But if you don't care, you can choose anywhere you want to live. Another thing we didn't really anticipate was the healthcare. Nothing can be as bad as Nigeria, but. Do you want to tell them about the insurance?
Oh, the insurance, it's a lot. Especially if you do not have... Insurance. Now, you know, she came in as a student.
Yeah, so I wasn't covered.
She wasn't covered. I came in as a permanent resident, so I was covered. But for things like the dentist or so.
Yeah, your dental.
The dental is a lot.
It's not covered.
Now, if we did not have insurance covering us, I know I would have been paying a whole
thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars. So it is really expensive.
So my personal experience, this one, let me tell you what happened. So I think it was April last year. It was the flu season. So I got the flu. When they always say flu, I never really understood what flu was like, but this one hit me differently. I swear. I bet if it was Corona season. I even had it this year again. I swear that was Corona, but it was not Corona. I had it twice. Like I had it April last year and April this year.
Did you take the flu shot?
I took the flu shot this year and I still had it. So for last year, I was dying. Just now I was dying. I was like, I can't die in this room. So I went to the emergency. And then they didn't even do anything for me. They just did x-ray. And then doctor came and said, oh, take chicken soup, drink water, and you'll be fine. And that was it. Bill came. I'm still paying till today. Like this. Just now I'm still paying till today. I'm still paying for it. I just told myself, like, there's no way I'm going to hospital again unless I'm dying. I'm not going.
Expensive. It can be expensive. Even me that is covered, actually, when I give birth to my baby, because the rooms are not covered. Like,
are you serious?
If you go and give birth in a day, that's fine. But if you stay longer,
wow,
then they start to charge you. And if your insurance doesn't cover it, you're paying from your pocket. It's in the thousands. Like, they're not even dealing in the hundreds. They're just going straight to the thousands. So yeah, so
please only go to the hospital when it's important. And then sometimes your school gives you some sort of coverage, but it's not like 100%. They just cover it, and you have to pay first, and then they reimburse you the money.
Yeah. And another thing about the healthcare system is, I was so shocked. Like, okay, I used to hear emergency, and I thought, okay, when the ambulance comes, they take me to the emergency section and they attend to me, bam bam bam. But the wait time is
crazy,
ridiculous. Like, you can go there and spend 12 hours, depending on what city you live in, depending on how much the people are in the hospital at that time.
But sit down in that A&E.
You will see, like, if they see that maybe the case, I think in extreme cases or extreme situations,
unless you are like convulsing,
exactly, or just if passed out completely. But they will just access you, just get your information. Oh my goodness, my baby.
All right, it's part of it. She's a mommy.
They might just access you and get the basic information, your blood pressure and everything, and then you'll be thinking they will attend to you now. They just tell you to sit down and wait. You will wait and wait. I don't know. It's not emergency. Just know that emergency is not emergency. Like, no, it's completely different.
I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I sort of miss that I don't know, that ability to take control of your healthcare in Nigeria, like going to a private hospital or doing this, like taking control of your care. But here it's a bit different. Everything is like municipal or something.
Yes,
like the government.
There's a system for everything.
Yeah, you can't just walk in like that. So I kind of miss that. What's the word?
I think freedom.
That agency, yes, the agency. That's the word. This one, you won't be surprised. I'm sure you've been hearing about it, but I don't think you understand
until you experience it.
I mean, I heard about it, but I did not understand. Yo, the cold is real.
It is real. We are on. I don't know. I think we're at the end of the world, where all the cold is.
Why is this country like this?
No, the weather is terrible. But I think for you, it's even the cold. For me, even the summer. Even the summer, I don't like, because the best period I like is spring and fall.
I love summer. I like the Nigerian heat.
I don't like the summer because it comes with a lot of, maybe it's just me, or maybe it's just like I'm just like being too cautious. It can be extremely hot. I'm not complaining because I know where I'm coming from. But then again, the changes, like the whole thunderstorm, tornado. Really? Yeah, I don't know if I'm the only one who is to experience. Like in London here, you can get like 2 or 3 tornado warnings in the summer.
But it's not really
not like
serious.
An actual. Well, I think it used to happen in the outskirts, but I'm always just worried.
I like my son. I want to be wearing my bomb shorts and be walking on the streets. I can't see what I want to talk to next.
As in summer is sweeter. Obviously, I'll pick summer over winter, but I'm just saying, like, I just don't like the weather, to be honest. I like spring.
I think I like summer, honestly. Summer is the best. Please say. And then why I love summer, because it gets bright really early, and it gets dark. It gets bright by like 5:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then it gets dark by like 10:30 at night. So it feels like you have a very long and productive day, but shorter nights.
Yeah, and the winter is
terrible. We're preparing for it. It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming next month.
It's taking its time, but it's just coming gradually.
See, in the winter, I don't know how I would describe, but if you have a freezer, just gonna put your hand inside the freezer. You know that burning sensation you get from the cold? That's how your body feels. That's just the only way I can describe it. And I don't think jackets you buy from Nigeria will do anything.
No, they're not designed. They're not designed like that. They're designed to maybe stand UK cold.
Yeah, but not winter. Like you have to wear thick shoes.
Heavy shoes.
Yes,
I'm very ugly.
Yeah, winter there's no fashion. I look like a big blob. I think I will insert a picture here or something. I have a picture. I'm going to insert it here.
Oh my goodness.
Like it's horrible. Like, just know it's horrible, and a lot of car accidents because the road is slippery. If you have a car, you have to even change your tires to winter tires.
Yeah, that took me by surprise too, because I thought it was just one tire for every season.
Some days you have snow days, like you can't even go out, and they have to plow the road before you can even go out. Like
it is. Have you fallen on the floor?
Don't run.
I haven't, but I heard that you have to.
This one, it was intentional. I was rushing to class. I was late, and then the only way was a slope. Like the shortcut was a slope. I knew that I had to fall just to go down, so I intentionally just fell. To go down this slope,
because when it snows and the ice is when the ice is frozen, it becomes very, very slippery, and if your shoe doesn't have enough grip,
you can't wear smooth shoes like sneakers. You cannot wear that. You have to wear shoes with teeth. With a lot of friction. We planned not to make this video too long, but I'm sure we've gone over time.
We're enjoying ourselves.
And then so we're just going to end this video here. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to like this video, and most importantly guys, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to her channel. I'm going to have her channel linked up here or in the description box, and tell her you're from my channel, okay? I sent you, and show her some love, and she has a really cute baby. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. If you have questions, send me an email. I'm going to leave it in the description box. And when you do subscribe to my channel, don't forget to turn on your bell notification so that you're notified whenever I post a video and you'll not miss any of my content. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I don't know if I enjoyed my own very well.
I thought she fell, and I thought she was crying.
She's not that big.
Summer, because it comes.
You get notified whenever.
Come.